Welcome to the Java programming tutorial. What we're looking at is graphical user interfaces, and what we've done is we've built a frame. The default layout manager for a frame is the border layout manager, which has a north region, a south region, a west region, an east region and a centre region. We added buttons to each region to show that we could do that and each one be independent. Then what we done is we added panels to each region. Now the default layout manager for a panel is FlowLayout, so it's different from a frame. And so what we done is we added the buttons to each panel to show that we can add the panels, the buttons, the components, because a button is a component. You can add components to containers. A panel is a container, a frame is a container, and we've done that. As you can see here, we've got buttons in each different panel. Then to show you that we could change in a panel, each panel could have a different layout. We changed this panel from its default, which is the flow layout, to the border layout, and in the north region we put this button, and the south region we put that button. I said that what I was going to show you is you can put more than one panel in. You can put a panel inside a panel, that's what I meant to say, and that's what we're going to do. You can put more than one panel inside a panel, and so that's what we're going to do. And so this button, west button, I'm going to change this button to a panel. And so I've already created another panel, and I've given it the colour white, and I've called it pan6. It's not been used yet, and so this west, this one here, west, button, we're going to change. Instead of adding this, you can see that in the south region we've added the button JB6, and that's this one here, the west one. So what we're going to do, we're going to change this GB6 to the new panel we created, pan6. And so if we do that, pan6, and if we save the program and run it, you'll see that it's a panel in place of a button. And okay, so that's a white panel that we've added. And so we can add things to that panel. We can make that panel bigger, and what we can do is we can add a button to that panel, or we can add a label to that panel. And so let's see what we're going to add. We're going to add a label to it, so we're going to create a JLabel. So capital L, inside here we'll go for label for panel. Okay, that's us created the label. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this. We're going to add this to pan6, and so after that we go pan6, and because a panel is a container, it's got the add method, and so all we need to do is add the component, and it's called LB. So we've added that to the panel, and the panel is now added to the frame. And so if we save and program, let's see what happens. There you can see that we've added the panel to it, the label to the panel, and now you can see the panel's actually bigger. We can make it even bigger again. Label for panel, and if I put more text, if I put more text in here, this is showing the panel, and save. and you can see this region's got bigger because this has got bigger, and so that's to do with the border layout manager. But we can actually set sizes to the frames, which we're going to go into, so it will not get bigger than what you want it to get bigger, and so it will stay that size. But because we've not set any size, it's adjusting itself to the size of the components that we're adding to it. And so that's actually a panel, and I can show you that we can add it. We can add something else to it. We can do another one of these. And we can just do east. And we can call this number 2. And we can add that. We can add this to the panel. So this one can be added border layout dot nav. So it's just the same as adding to the panel. It's the same as adding to the frame. And so the frame, remember we're using the F word for instance of the frame. So this is for the panel. Dot add, and what we're looking at is button 2, and then what we're going to do is the border layout. Dot border, there it is, and then what we're going to put this to the east. It's actually east there. Okay. So now we're going to save and run the program, and you'll see the difference. This is to show you that it's a complete different panel. East. It's put it to the east, but that's a complete different region. And so that's the east region. We changed the colour because we've got the exact same colour. It's actually not changed it. So we could actually add a panel to here, and then add the east to that, and make it a different colour. And so, and we can also make that, to show you, we can actually make it north, south, so it will be underneath. Save. It's not underneath for some reason. Did I save it? Yeah. Let's see. Border layout to south. It should be the south region. Should be like south, and let's see, and this can be north. See what happens now. It's not actually changed. I don't know why. Let's see. So we've added to. This is the border layout, and it should be in the. Yeah. I know what we've done. Yeah. Remember the default. The default for a panel is the border layout. So we actually have to change panel 6. I have to change panel 6 to. Pan 6, change it to the border layout because it's not the default. The default is a flow layout, and so set layout manager, new border layout, and it's a constructor. Save now. It's going to work now. There you go. It's worked now. So I can actually put it to the east, and I can put it to the west, and I can put it. I can swap these around, and so if I do this east, save. East has got to be capital. Okay, it's still not changed for some reason. Let's find out why. This is in east. Right, so this can be the north, and this will be the east. I've got them mixed up. And again, it's capitals. It's capitals again. Okay, now you can see the different regions, and so the east is to the east, or it would be down here beginning there, and so that's a whole region, but this is extended across it. So if I added different panels and changed the colour, I should be able to see the Alt Manager. So what I'm showing you is that this is a panel itself, and it's actually the border layout. And inside, what it's inside is a panel with the border layout. It could be a totally different layout, and this one's inside here with the border layout. And so you can use this to do like complicated user interfaces, and you manipulate it yourself. So you've got to get used to like frames, panels, and the Alt Managers, because the frames and the panels are the containers, and what you hold in the containers are the components, like we're using buttons and labels and different things like that, checkboxes and text fields, all sorts of things. And what you control, the way they get displayed, is the Alt Managers. And so that's us just touching on the Alt Managers, and I hope you can see what's happening there. And then the next part is the thisness, the events. So when you want to type something in, the computer program's got to know that, okay, he's typed something in the keyboard in this text field. So the event says, well, I've got to take this information, I've got to do something with it. Well, what you've got is a listener, action listeners, key listeners, all different kinds of listeners, and action performed method to do something with that action. So we're going to go into detail with it, and we're going to do like good user interfaces. So again, thank you for your time. I hope that was helpful, and I hope that you understood what I was trying to get across. So thank you.